Remember her, Marley, the stat trainer with the Arcanine of unlikely suckage? Well, I'm about to fight her, and fun fact, that Arcanine now has Flare Blitz, Thunder Fang, and Crunch. Where the fuck were those moves when we were back on Victory Road? Instead, make way for Fire Fang and Helping Hand and crap like that. Anyway, Ninjask obviously gonna get a move in. It's the fastest Pokemon not named Emerald Deoxys, obviously, so Thunderbolt should kill it, though, because I don't remember its defensive stats by heart, but they're still very, very low. There we go. Not that difficult, and that Swords Dance really was a stupid move. I mean, you got the fastest thing out there. You have to do some damage before you die quickly and painfully. Anyway, next we got Weavile, so I'm going to send out Heatran to deal with it, because, well, I think I walled it completely, yep. Night Slash, at least it didn't use a feint attack, unlike, I think it was Candace's Weavile, so I guess that is better, I guess. Anyway, Weavile's gonna go down because it's another one of those fast yet frail Pokemon, which makes sense considering Marley is the speed stat trainer, so obviously she's gonna specialize in that sort of Pokemon. And here it is, the Arcanine of unlikely suckage. And gotta be careful though, because it's got quite a variety of moves now, including Flare Blitz, of course. Palkia should do well, though Thunder Fang's weakness is neutralized by the Dragon type. And oh, I was about to ask, why was Arcanine fighting with the Speed stat trainer? Well, I sort of got my answer there, though. It still doesn't make sense because they're stat trainers, not move trainers, and Arcanine's base speed is only like 95. It's lower than both of its attack stats, so if anything it should have been with Riley, but oh well. So, who's next? Electrode? That means either Heatran or Giratina. Which one am I going to use? I think I'm going to go with Giratina, yeah. Electrode, another very, very frail Pokemon with mad speed and average special attack. Can't say anything more than average. Of course, it can blow up, so Giratina is always a plus since it's immune to it. And great, double team. Okay, now watch it avoid all my earthquakes. How do you avoid an earthquake? Anyway, I couldn't understand if it was magnetized. Please, no paralysis. Please, please, please. Alright, and earthquake hits. Okay, that's good. But yeah, how do you avoid an earthquake? With Magnetize, this would have made sense, but with Double Team, I mean, you got this huge kinball thing on the ground. There's an earthquake, and it's like, lol, nope, not affected. You mad, bro? But okay, Shellbear recovery, and last team member is going to be Crobat, so I'm going to go with Cresselia for this one. Why not? Guess I could have used something else that has more firepower, but probably going to have to take a hit anyway, so I'm going to have Cresselia tank it, and another double team. Super, I'm hoping that Psychic connects okay, so am I going to kill it? Because I've had some trouble with high-level Golbats and Crobats in this LP. Okay, it died, so well, I guess Cresselia did hit hard enough to kill that Crobat in one shot. So that's another trainer down, so that means that by my count, there are only 4 left. Okay, so next we're going to be fighting Fantina, the gym leader of Hearthome City. I think they forgot a knot there, since you are not involving yourself in contests, because I'm definitely not involving myself in contests. I haven't done even one contest in this playthrough, so yeah, epic fail. Anyway, she's a Ghost-type user, which means both Giratina and Heatran can hit those Pokemon for super effective damage. However, Giratina can also be hit by opposing Ghost moves for super effective damage, so Heatran became the obvious choice. So is that going to be enough to kill off Bayonet, though? Yeah, it's pretty frail, pretty slow, too. The only strength it has is its attack stat. It's like 115, give or take a few. Gengar. Now I'm going to have to take a hit there, though, because Gengar is really fast, and Oh, great. Fail Blast connects. That means I'm going to have to take some damage here. Well, I guess I had no choice. It was either that or Shadow Wall on Giratina. And, okay, 106 HP. I can live with that. That's going to be okay, I guess. So Dark Pulse should kill because I don't think it's bulkier than Bayonet, except for the fact that its level was much higher. And next is Miss Magius, which was her ace back in the gym fight, but it's not anymore, because as I just said, now Gengar is her ace. So, Thunderbolt, at least it can nail a neutral damage on my Heatran, so is it going to be enough to kill? I don't think so, because Miss Magius actually has a pretty decent special defense, and yeah, of course, in the red, so that means I'm going to have to deal with a full restore, then presumably another Thunderbolt, because it's still going to be faster the next turn. So yeah, that's one thing Miss Magius has over Gengar, but that still doesn't mean it's that usable in overused battle. At least it's a lot better than when it was just Miss Grievous and it didn't evolve. And Dark Pulse should finish it off. Now, do I want to keep my Heatran in with only 54 HP? I don't think so. So I'm going to go with Giratina and have it tank a few super effective hits if it needs to. Though Dusknoir is next, so it's not that strong in the stab department, Dusknoir, that is. Giratina's a lot better off, of course. So, we're gonna use Shadow Force to try and one-hit KO it, and... Oh, come on! That is just not cool. And what the fire truck? Protect now and... Oh! Sorry! I completely forgot about that. Shadow Force bypasses Protect and Detect. I totally forgot about that because, obviously, Shadow Force isn't recommended in competitive battling. So, hey, I'm sort of relieved there. Now, finally, we have Drift Limbs. I can actually use its second type to do some super effective damage that isn't of the Ghost type without putting my Heatran in peril. And, by the way, that Drift Limb was in the gym battle in Diamond and Pearl, but she ditched it for a Duskull in Platinum, and, well, here, it's back. I guess they had no choice but to put it back since she used to have one in Diamond and Pearl, and that's another one-hit KO. And I apologize for my near freak-out with the Dusknoir. It's just that when I saw Protect popping up, I thought to myself, well, damn, now I'm never going to be able to hit it with a Shadow Force. Okay, now moving on to Buck, who we have seen quite recently. He's the one who accompanied us through Stark Mountain, so of course you should remember him. And he's also the defense stat trainer. And up first we have the Neck Plus Ultra of defense and not much else, which is Shuckle. Now Surf should... I wonder if Surf is going to be able to one-hit KO, because that depends on how many HP EVs it has, I guess, and probably not too much because I managed to get the one-hit KO. Best defense and special defense in the game, but crap HP. And Claydol, which is yet another wall Pokemon that gets easily taken down by a Surf. Even though there's no special defense stat trainer, Buck can be sort of considered one alongside defense because other than Torkoal, all his Pokemon are mixed walls. So yeah, it's sort of a 2-for-1 deal. So Umbreon, I have no super effective moves for that on my team, so I'm just going to go with the same thing I usually do, a Spatial Rant from Palkia. And not only is it my strongest move, but speak of the devil, I was about to talk about its high critical rate, and wouldn't you know it, the critical hit message pops up. So up next is Torkoal, which Palkia obviously should be able to handle as well. As soon as it stops protecting, that is. As I was saying, this is the only one of his Pokemon that has lower special defense. And so you better not try to take it down with physical hits, though, because it's just more trouble than it's worth, even though it's not that horrible. And another Dusk Noir. Well, it worked well the first time, so let's send Giratina back out. Wonder what the moveset to that one is. If it also knows Double Team and Protect, I guess we're about to see it right now. Well, no Protect right now. Shadow Ball, well, that's to be expected. Ghost, super effective on Ghost, but Dusk Noir's special attack isn't that good. In fact, I think it's complete crap. So, okay, no freak out moment here, just a failed attempt at a Shadow Ball, and that was all she wrote. So, that's it for Buck. That means there are only 2 trainers left, and those are Rogue, which you can see right there, and Cheryl. Okay, let's do Rogue now. Something I didn't tell you before fighting Buck. I got tired of, waiting a few days. Well, the prospect of waiting a few days, that is, for actually getting those 2 trainers, well, 3 if you count Buck. So I did some clock manipulation in order to get the remaining fights to appear. So, Rogue starts out with Aerodactyl, so that means, well, it's fast, very fast, so I might have to take a hit there. Yep, and it's Dragon Claw? I didn't remember it could learn Dragon Claw. Well, that should tell you all about what Aerodactyl is used for. That is fast support through Stealth Rock and stuff like that, but not freaking Dragon Claw. If it uses moves, it's going to be stuff like Stone Edge and stuff like that, not Dragon Claw. At least one hit KO was pretty easy since it's really frail. Rampardos has decent HP, but defense is nah, and of course it's very slow, so should be able to nail another one-hit KO. And, well, since Rogue is a rock-type Pokemon, I wouldn't be surprised at all if I pulled off another Palkia sweep here. Well, I say another. I used Giratina against Buck's Dusk Noir, but the rest, it was all Palkia. So, another level up, Probopass. I'm gonna go with the Giratina on this one. Quadruple weakness to ground should definitely prove to be its undoing. Though I think Palkia's Surf is going to be almost as strong due to Stab and a better attack stat to run off of. And a lot of people hate the way Probopass looks, but actually I don't mind it at all. I think it looks sort of funny, like, one of the rare comical relief Pokemon in terms of design, if you will, with the mustache, the big nose and stuff. Yeah, I actually like it. Tyranitar! So, guess it's time to send Palkia back out again. And, the smart move, which obviously Rogue didn't do, would have been to put Tyranitar in the lead, because that would have provided a 15% boost to special defense to his entire team. Instead, he's using it near the end, which is a waste, if you ask me. Now, is Surf going to one-hit KO? Because Tyranitar is really bulky. Lots of HP. And, figured as much. The Citrus Berry is going to save me from the full restore here, but as I was about to say, it's got so much special defense under a Sandstorm, it's unbelievable. You really need a fighting move if you want to kill it on the special end of the spectrum in one hit. So, another Surf, that should do it since I don't have to deal with the full restore and extra Sandstorm damage in the same vein. So, the last one should be Golem, I think, since he had a Geodude back in our first fight. I haven't seen the Golem yet. There we go. So, this one should go down a lot easier. Not quite as bulky as Tyranitar, especially on the special side. Quadruple weakness, 4 less levels. Yeah, that should be easy. As you can tell, I'm sort of struggling to commentate these one-hit KO fests at some points, and those are major boss fights there. But the good news is that the Elite Four is a lot more thrilling to commentate on, and we're almost there. Only one fight left before we get there, and it's against Cheryl. So see you next time for that.